Hey, welcome to the episode 1 of the FTF podcast, meaning Fade to Fear. We're going to run that Fade with Fear every time. Got my boy, JC.
What's good with
me? How y'all feeling, man? This is sponsored by Life Hurt Podcast. Alright, cool. So, yeah, bro. Episode 1, y'all. Thanks for being here. Y'all will see, more to come. But I just was having me and bro was just having a conversation, I think just last Wednesday, and the whole topic of this episode, we're going to be talking about food. So basically, I just ran into this IG video of this white chick talking about basically how she lost her mother to colon cancer, and how it's very preventable to not die from colon cancer. And you know, y'all chicks always talking about like girl dinner type shit, but she's like, it's nothing cute about having, chronic diseases basically. So like, this is very, very preventable. And she's just talking about how we can have like 30 grams of fiber a day. That's simple as like having 2 handfuls of berries, this, that, and the third. So from that point, I go to the gym. I'm listening to my little playlist or whatever. Pooh Shiesty come on. He like, hey, if a nigga killer ain't dead, you shouldn't wear no RP shirt. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm like, all right, but like, damn, who gonna slide for granny? So I'm like, damn, like, and what I mean by that is like, we'll talk about, somebody, while it is tragic, somebody gets shot in the hood, but, your grandma is dying from heart attack or like type 2 diabetes, like 40, 50 years later. And I feel like we don't put seriousness on, like how we gonna get fucked up by food. Until it's like, we singing, we at a funeral type shit, like,
and then we go eat crazy afterwards.
After the funeral type shit, bro. So it is like, man, I feel like, we would have a different look on that if the ham hock came up and was like, give me everything, bitch ass nigga. Like, man, did you see what the ham hock did to Granny, bro? It would be a bunch of different story. But like, also, like, y'all be scared of niggas and everything, but like, if a nigga can shoot you, and you won't die until 40, 50 years later, you be like, man, I got shot today, but I ain't really tripping.
Right, you ain't even sweating it for real.
You're not sweating it for real. So, like, yeah, bro, I wanted to ask you, like, what was your journey, like, how did your thought process start changing when it came to your, like, relationship with food and everything?
Man, so, like, I could think back to, I was in, like, 2nd grade, I think, and I went to an Afrocentric elementary school, right?
Okay.
So, like, they was
What's the name?
It was called Stewart Elementary.
Okay.
Bro, I don't think it lasted too long. Like, I think maybe I was in 4th or 5th grade, it was gone.
Got you. By design.
Yeah, for sure, bro. But it was a dope school. Like, just to give you a little bit background on it, like, we had Harambe every morning. It's like a celebration before school started, African drums and everything. But they had brought in some elders, like, for our after school program, where they was talking to the families about diet.
Right.
And like, they saying, man, no candy, no cookies, no juice.
Right.
I'm in 2nd grade. I'm like, man, what? Like, and my mom and my dad, they eating it up. I'm like, damn, like, what I'm saying? We about to be struggling. So, my mom tried to go through with it, bro. I'm talking about no white bread in the house, no sugar. You know what I'm saying? She stopped buying juice.
Yeah.
Like, she tried to stay solid with it, but it didn't last too long. You know what I'm saying? So that was like that then, but like, of course, I forgot about that by the time I'm an adult. Right after college, I get hired as a case manager at a Afrocentric or African-centered mental health facility or agency. Right. So it kind of got reintroduced to me, like, you know what I'm saying, about like, you can't just be eating anything, right? And, so that was kind of the first time, or the second time since like when I was 2, or shit, I'm tripping over my words.
Nah, you straight? Yeah.
When I was in 2nd grade, that was like that was the first time where I really started to think about it as an adult. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do feel different when I eat Burger King all week.
Right.
Compared to if I'm eating fruits and I'm drinking my water, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Greens and stuff like that, taking my vitamins. And that was just on the personal side, bro.
Yeah.
But like broader than that, you know what I'm saying? I got, my mom that had 2 heart attacks and a stroke.
Yeah.
My dad that had a stroke.
Yeah.
Grandma's, you know what I'm saying? Same things, like it run in the family. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
But what I noticed was, like, it didn't run in my family. We just all did the same things. We all ate the same things.
Right.
We all exercised at the same rate, which just kind of rarely at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
real sedentary.
Yeah, so that's what kind of started my journey on it.
For sure. Yeah. That's tough, bro. Another thing I wanted to, like, ask you about, like, man, like, well, back to that running the family shit, because it is, it is crazy, and I don't know, like, I guess why it's not talked about more, like, that y'all just eating bullshit, but, like, I guess that'll pivot into my next thing, like, I guess we probably just kind of almost products of our environment. I know, like, you grew up on the west side, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so, like, I moved off of Mercer when I was, like, 7, but, like, when I think about, like, food deserts and everything like that, west side being, like, prime example, but I didn't really get an outlook on, like, what a food desert was until, like, 2018, 2019. I had to stay with my dad on the east side for, like, 8 months or whatever. Yeah, they have, like, Dave's supermarket over there, but, like, I would argue that they probably only got Dave's right there because of Akron U's campus.
True.
Like, if it wasn't no college campus over there, you probably wouldn't have no grocery store for real. Like, y'all had Henry's.
It's going more towards the heights and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
it ain't really for the east
It
side.
ain't really for the east side, literally, bro. Like, and y'all had Henry's Acme on the west side, but it's just like, y'all don't have, you know, like, there's no immediate grocery store where you can go get fresh.
Walking distance.
Exactly, in walking distance. If y'all don't know what a food desert means, that just means that you don't have any, like, immediate grocery stores, like, where you got fresh produce and shit. And, like, it don't seem crazy until, like, you thrown into the situation. Like, cause somebody, like, growing up in that in that area that, like we say, like, they predisposed to eating like this all the time, you ain't about to think about it.
Right.
But, like, since I didn't have to grow up on the west side or the east side, like, and I got thrown over there, I was already, like, you know, waking up in the mornings, like, drinking smoothies and shit by this point. So I'm like, God damn, bro, what
Never. They were having.
Where can a nigga get a smoothie at? Like, you know, like, it's nowhere to be found. You got liquor stores, you know, and, like, bullshit. And, like, I feel like it's a little psyop, bro, because, like, when you think about it, like, I was just thinking about, like, east side too. Like, you got a Rally's on East Market,
right?
A Rally's on South Hawkins. You ain't never seen a Rally's in no other than the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's one in Superior and Cleveland, but you ain't never see a Rally's in Fairline, Cuyahoga Falls. That's a hood.
So to your point, how, like, on the west side, it's, what is it, RSVP? We can't really count that as a grocery store.
Exactly,
right?
bro.
But it's a McDonald's, a Burger King, a Rally's.
Come on.
A New Ming, a Mr. Heroes. But then you go over by Wallhaven, right?
Exactly.
You got Whole Foods and Acme.
And 360. Come on, bro. right there,
and
bro.
All these are across the street from
Across
Acme.
the street, bro.
Yeah, so it's like, strategic for sure.
This shit is super strategic, man. You know, so, like, I know, shout out to you bringing the book. What's the name of the book, bro, if you want to tell us?
So the book is called The Food Mood Connection.
Okay.
It's written by Uma Naidu.
Okay, got you.
She's a psychiatrist, a nutritionist specialist, and a professionally trained chef, right? And so with the book, she just talks about, like, how our food directly affects how we feel. Like, when we think of food, we just thinking about, like, losing weight, maybe cardiovascular health, like, you know what I'm saying, sure. Or how we look a lot of the time.
Right.
But it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? When you think about your diet, it directly affects your brain. Like, they call your stomach your second brain.
Right. Facts.
So I was telling CJ this the other day when he was cutting my hair, that one of the biggest fumbles, I guess, in the mental health field is going to be that we didn't pay more attention to people's diets. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to give them therapy. That's cool. I mean, it's needed.
It is. Right.
But or we want to give them medication, right? But man, are they drinking enough water? Like, let's start with the basics. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Absolutely.
One of the things the book touched on was that your brain and your body treats dehydration just like anxiety. So you might think you anxious, and it's like, damn, I'm anxious because of, you know what I'm saying, my mental health. But it's like, that could be, but
right.
First, let's start with, did you drink enough water today? Are you dehydrated? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she tells you the foods that you should eat. You know what I'm saying? If you have certain mental health symptoms, such as depression,
like ADHD, you were saying,
right? ADHD, depression, OCD, right? But she also tells you the ones you should eat more of if you got that, right?
Type shit.
A lot of times they just say, don't eat this.
Right.
But all right, so what do I eat?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So the book does a good job of
give me some examples.
Yeah,
no,
man.
That makes sense.
It's so dope because even in the back of the book, bro, it gives you recipes. So she ain't gonna tell you just the food. Yeah, some recipes back there. Like go ahead.
What you saying that?
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely tough.
Right. My bad to cut you off. So I wanted to touch on something you were saying. Like, I guess it's we a product of our environment. Yeah. You were saying how we eat, right? and I don't want us to miss that. Like, it's cultural for us too, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we got a spiritual connection to food.
Facts.
So it's
definitely.
like it's one thing. Like, you know what I'm saying, is what we got access to, but also, you know what I'm saying, food is how we celebrate. You know what I'm saying? It's how we mourn. We just talked about the funeral.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's a coping skill for us.
Right.
Like, but it sometimes can be a maladaptive coping skill. So like we can flip it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I want to stick a pin in that and go back to something that I wanted to bring up, because I feel like we need to, with food being such a killer in our community, like we just need to, like, more so men, like women, y'all do a good job at like going for your annual checkups, whatever the case is, but like, you know, make sure, like black men, we like making sure that we going for our annual checkup. I know sometimes it's like uncomfortable to go to the doctor, but like I think my wake up call was when Meech passed away. That's actually Tira's cousin. Like, so like he died from colon cancer,
Sure.
like at the age of 29, bro. And like when I heard that shit, I was flabbergasted, bro, because I'm like, how the fuck can you die at 29 from colon cancer? So like after he passed, you know, R.I.P. Meech again, you know, legend, but like after he passed and everything, like I made sure that I went straight to the doctor and everything, and got like a full blood panel done. You know, like see if like my blood pressure is up, like if I'm like on the verge of type 2 diabetes, heart disease. I'm cool, you know, luckily enough, thank God. Like, but I was just like, yeah, man, like this shit is scary, you know, type shit.
Sure.
And I'm
we
like,
saw ourselves in him for
exactly,
real.
literally, bro, quite literally. And I'm like, man, you know, I don't know, like, and sometimes it seemed like this shit just be like sudden death or like, you know, like on some quiet shit, and it's like I don't think I can't be quiet about no shit like that's about to be. If it's a creep up hat, because in my opinion, like if you can look at that, you know, him dying young, and I don't know, like I know R.I.P. Barry too, like I know he died from a, you know, blood clot and everything, but like if we look at two young people that passed away like that in our community, like I think we need to be a little bit more curious about like, hey, how did this pass? Like how do we stop ourselves, you know, from like perishing prematurely?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like because it's like they should still be here.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
like we a lot of people want them here. You know, to this day still. But to circle back to something you said, like food being spiritual, it's crazy, bro. Because the other thing with food, I feel like, you know, like we do have like a spiritual connection, but like a lot of this shit, you know, we was raised on from a byproduct of slavery.
Right.
But then it's just like our tongues have been colonized too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Realistically. So it's like you had to eat this way after you got enslaved, but like what was your ancestors doing in Africa?
Right.
Like,
before then.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right. And I know that like the Roman calendar, I'm sorry, not Roman calendar, but like Greek or Romans, they came up with a breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
I don't know if you heard that before.
Yeah, shit, they came up with a lot
of shit, bro. You feel me? They got us fucked up.
right. And like you said, like a lot of shit that goes on in the black community stems from slavery.
Yeah.
But my thing is, it's like I don't know. So I get that you're saying our tongues have been colonized, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also think. I also think we still, like to this day, trying to survive. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
1,000%. It stems from that, but it also stems from, you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on right now. They definitely played a part in it. But I feel like, so it's something about oppression, right?
Mm-hmm.
We oppressed as a people. We're having it for years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we never got a chance to like stop and heal.
Nah,
because like you just said, we stopped in the healing and then Meech passed, or you know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's another thing that kind of stop us from going to the doctor. We got a lot of other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to stop at McDonald's real quick because you know what I'm saying. Right. It's a lot of shit going on in my community, or a lot of shit going on with my family. So it's like, so yeah, our sons have been colonized, bro. But I also think it ain't.
It's not that simple problem. It's layers to it. I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like, you know, like, with that being said, like, if we gotta just make sure we have visibility on it too, but like, we also like have to implement how do we get our community to see that, hey, while we may eat this certain way, like, how can we have a cost-effective way to like make sure we are getting 30 grams of fiber per day? Like, and then we changing our thought process on like, hey, like, you don't necessarily have to eat 3 times a day. Like you can eat, when it like
When you
at
hungry.
12. When you hungry, quite literally, because like who the hell, like bro, it's simple as fuck when you think about it.
Right.
Like I'm not hungry right now, but I'm supposed to eat.
Yeah,
like
that don't really make sense.
Type shit.
Yeah.
And then like me and bro was just having a conversation in the car, like, and we was just talking about like, bro, like even down to the simplest part of like, like the itis is so common, right? So it's just like, why the fuck should I be tired after eating?
That don't make sense.
Like
I should be energized.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because from being on your journey, bro. When you eat different, you really do feel different.
More energy, bro.
Yeah,
literally,
for sure.
literally.
And it's funny. Not to reference the book, but just in general. Not only do I feel different physically, I feel different mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like we thinking, it's just my emotions, or it's just how I'm feeling. Like, no, man, it's that cheeseburger you ate.
No, so bro is basically saying is you niggas is full of shit. Literally, y'all full of
for real,
about you, bro.
For real, man.
Like
your shit smell different.
Literally, bro. Like, so it's like, hey, you ain't fight earlier because you just y'all might have had some pre-existing issues. It was that burger that you ate.
Right.
So eat a little different. You have a salad, you might be able to de-escalate some shit.
Man, I'm
real
telling
quick.
you, man, different mindset.
For real, bro.
For sure.
Definitely, man. Man, that's funny as hell. We was just talking about fast food and everything, but like, man, how they got like rallies in the hood and everything. But like, bro, like, have you ever realized like over the years like McDonald's marketing and everything like that? Like, it's like R&B hip shit, right? But like, do we know like who came up with the I'm loving it? Pusha T.
Makes sense.
Came up with the I'm loving it, and then he did the Arby's one. But
we be contributing to our own.
We
be contributing to our own demise.
What's going on, Push? I know. He said he ain't getting no royalties off of that, so I ain't gonna hate you dry because. But I'm like,
they know who they need.
Literally,
and if you helping them,
come on now,
you them folks.
You're one of them good ones, man.
So y'all gonna get mad at me. That's how I feel about Braun when I see him promoting betting. That's another conversation.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro, for sure. Like, definitely, man. Another thing I'm gonna say allegedly on this, but another thing I was telling you a little bit about this. There was a video of the Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup CEO that had came out. They said it was a recording of his voice, allegedly. I'm gonna say that, because I don't want no smoke with y'all. Y'all got bees and shit. I got 20 cents in my account right now. That's what they said. But there's an alleged recording that came out from him saying that they use bioengineered meat in they like soups and shit. Like, it's not real chicken and shit. And I just thought it was so ironic because it's like, man, like, this is supposed to be, you think about Campbell's soup when you get sick.
Yeah.
But you make a nigga sicker? Like, Tia just got Talia some soup like fucking 5 days ago because she was fucked up. And like, it was the Campbell's right on it. I was like, damn.
But let me ask this. Did we really think it was real meat?
No, like, but you know what I'm saying? But back to your point, bro, like, we survived it. So it's like, it's the cheap shit that we got to our disposal. Because he allegedly, he said, I make this shit for poor people, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not about to go buy no fucking soup. No, I would never eat my own. He's like, Campbell's hasn't been good since like 1950.
And also to your point about with Pusha T making the jingle, Donovan McNabb was the spokesperson for the Campbell's soup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like they got a target audience with this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's I think that's how it is for black people with any issue, right, bro? It's so multi-layered that it's not just as simple as me wanting to eat better, because then I gotta find a grocery store. Or shit, how do I even get the idea to eat better? Like, if I don't see stuff like this, like, but in the media not pushing that. Bro. They not. They pushing. What's the girls show right now?
Baddies or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't see that. Like, you know what I'm saying. Or like, unless you like change what you
consuming.
Right. Not just food, but you know what I'm saying. You might not ever get that information. You know what I'm saying? Or that opportunity. Like,
that is facts, bro. Okay, so to the point of food being readily accessible, I don't know if you've ever heard of this before. I feel like you said something about it, but like a lot of OGs that I talk about, that I talked to, had conversations with, like, that grew up in Akron, will tell you that like throughout the city, like there used to be like fruit bearing trees.
Man, my grandma had an apple and a pear tree in her yard.
There you go, bro. Right.
You just go to the tree.
Are they gone?
Man, gone.
They're gone.
And I don't remember exactly, you know what I'm saying, when it was gone, but I'm talking about, bro, full, like hella fruit on it every crazy, summer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so, but I think you had talked to me about this too, where we didn't used to have front lawns.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it would be plants, like vegetables and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Yep. So it's definitely by design.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I think we could do to start eating better, or like be our own savior, in that they're not gonna put grocery stores in our hoods, right?
Yeah, right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. Actually, shout out PFP, People Feeding People.
Okay.
They're gonna have a free grocery store, bro. They building a free grocery store. I think it's
PFP.
on the corner of a store. It's in the hood. The old Rankin.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so like
the brown brick. Yeah.
Right. So they bringing a free grocery store to the hood. Right.
That's tough.
So I think I forgot where I was going with that.
You did. We was talking about like how we didn't have trees around.
Right. So being your own savior.
Yeah.
You need to plant more. You know what I'm saying? Like
figure out how that looks like, what to do with that.
You feel me?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Our yards, if you got a big yard, you got a big backyard, it ain't just for having a yard, right? You know what I'm saying? Put that to use.
Get like a little raised bed garden or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. Because a lot of things, I don't know if y'all heard of this before, but like back to the trees and everything, like female trees carry fruit. Right. Male trees are pollinators. Man. So that's why if you ever went outside and seen your car covered in hella pollen, that yellow shit, it's because we got just straight male trees, because it's the aesthetically pleasing thing to do. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of this shit really is under colonized. Exactly.
But they only did it in the hood for real.
Exactly. Because it looked good, right? Yeah. So it's like, damn, now we got, allergies and shit now. On top of the other shit like that we got to deal with. And then like, I be hearing people talk about like, all right, like you got weed killer, but like dandelion helps your heart health, type shit. So it was like, damn, bro, like this is considered a weed, supposed to be a nuisance, but this might save my fucking life. Man. It's like, bro, it's so many goddamn
we all went for what looked good over what's really, you know what I'm saying, beneficial to us.
Nah, for sure. I feel like that just, I don't want to demonize y'all, I'm gonna just say the man, but like, like this the goddamn system, man, that we live under, and like they just like y'all
find ways. You gotta find ways. It's not an excuse. It's a reason for sure. You know what I'm saying? It makes it more difficult, but it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So yeah, we gonna give we can contribute some of it to it. Yeah, but facts. Like we in control of our own fate.
Nah, facts, bro. Yeah. I know, like we got simple ass sayings, right? Like so they with the apple a day to keep the doctor away. Mm-hmm. I was telling my aunt about this. I don't know, Thanksgiving or whatever the case is, but like I think we also a product of like convenience too now, right? Because we was talking about the DoorDash and everything, right? But like she was saying, like she's born 79, so she's like, yeah, like coming up, like we wasn't like we're not eating McDonald's, like we're not always grabbing, like some fast food. She said if we did go out, we're about to eat at a restaurant, or we're cooking at home, period. So like even if let's say the home cooked meal is not like the best thing, but it's not McDonald's. Right. It ain't pink slime. Yeah. It ain't mystery meat and clone chickens and shit with 3 toes and shit. Like I think they got 3 toes. Let me say 6. My bad. But like it ain't gonna be some shit that you don't know what the fucking ingredient in that bitch is. Like whatever the case is. So it's like, man, like I think like being intentional as a people in general, like stop eating out so much
convenience.
Exactly.
And stop eating for just like pleasure, like
exactly, bro. Come on, and being just on one band, one sound. Like, hey, I know shit. Niggas be busy, we be tired. Like this system be fucked up under the administration that we under too. But like, let's try to find like a time where we can go to the grocery store, especially if you're in a relationship and shit. I know me and Terry, we try to go like on Sundays and shit. Whenever it's convenient, whatever the case is. But it's like, yeah, man, just like being important about like like being intentional about like, hey, I'm gonna get XYZ, to bring into this household. Right. Yeah, we might have a little bit of snacks because me and you was talking about like how it is rough trying to get the whole house.
So that's a disclaimer. Yeah. We not saying we eat healthy all the time.
Exactly. I'm not about to be this big preacher. I'm not trying
conscious of it, and we know like
right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to change that
for sure. Because I'll definitely be busting down them gushes in the crib
man.
So it's like
I got a sweet tooth.
Yeah, definitely, sure. Bro. But it's like. I'm not saying, like bro said, like you don't have to change your entire palate just because we up here trying to say, oh yeah, dude, like no, like you know, like just make. How can we add in different conscious efforts to maybe I won't have a pack of Gushers today. I'll opt to have an apple or some raspberries or something like that.
Bro, I was just about to say I had the sweetest apple today, right? You can do that instead of the Gushers.
You can.
When you think about it, it don't sound like, man, that ain't gonna do the trick.
Nah,
but like, man, go ahead. Like it's gonna take care of it for you.
It's crazy. Next time we come up here, like you gonna be up here more than once, bro. Like, but next time we come up here, I'll make y'all juice, bro. Like. I made this one the other day, like it was just green apple and it was green apple and kiwi, bro. I shit you not, like, and I added the pineapple like in the third time, but like I shit you not, those two fruits on the just by themselves, bro, it tasted like a Sour Patch Kid.
Man.
Like no bullshit, I didn't add no sugar. I was like, this shit sour as fuck. Like, and the kids was going crazy for it, like, oh, this is great. Like,
you gotta think about it. Candy, anything that's artificial, right?
Yeah.
What is it imitating?
What is it imitating? Exactly.
It gotta be imitating nature in some type of way, right?
Sure,
you can get every flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just from nature, for real.
Nah, for sure. Absolutely, man. So, like, do you, I guess one of my last questions I got for you, do you like take any supplements or anything?
I try to take supplements consistently, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not an expert on it or anything like that.
Yeah,
but I would just suggest like a whole food multivitamin. You know what I'm saying? Vitamin D, iron. Like it's really like ChatGPT.
Nah, for sure.
Go ahead, see what you need. But like. It's really about consistency. You know what I'm saying? It takes a couple months for it to build up. So like being consistent with it, I don't really have any like go-tos. For black men, I always say beetroot powder.
Yeah, okay.
You can look up the benefits.
Is that for like prostate and like
blood
and all that?
Cardiovascular.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? What else? We got the beetroot powder. Drink water, man.
You take a probiotic or anything?
I don't.
I'll plug mine in a second. I'm gonna let you.
All right. So with the probiotic, doesn't fruit do the same thing?
Essentially, yeah. Like yes, definitely. Like because like you can either take a probiotic supplement, you can eat fruit because it's giving you the fiber and that's gonna give you different bacteria in your gut health.
Right.
Or you can also eat like plain Greek yogurt. The dairy. I can't do it. Nah, I feel you, bro. Now that I need to start buying like different milks again because I used to exclusively drink like almond and oat milk.
Okay.
But like we do have 2% in the house because you got kids and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But like
no, I almost let him slide.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me hear you guys.
I'm just saying, like that's not a. You got the kids can drink the almond milk and
I gotta ease that in definitely. Like, and I'm sure they probably be okay, but I'm still new to the crib. You feel me? Like relatively, so
I gotta earn my stripes.
I'm milk, man. I'm trying to ease to that, man. But I'm like, man, I don't know. I know I seen this. It probably was like last year sometime, but like it was this community in like Eastern Europe, Russia somewhere, where they like drink. It's this probiotic. I don't know which one they do, but like it's a probiotic that I drink sometimes called Kefir, Kefir. Like it just got like, or you can do kombuchas, shit like that for real. But like they rarely get sick in this community, right? So it's like probiotic is the base layer, like gut bacteria, like and like people like 2 documentaries I would like want y'all to fuck with that kind of like changed my thinking on like the way of eating is first one is called Hack Your Health. And then the other one is called What the Health. So Hack Your Health talks about like gut. They take like 5 people, I believe, and they kind of gross, but they take like stool samples from all of them to see what bacteria is inside of their gut, basically. And like you had a black girl, you had a professional food eater, this chick that had like irritable bowel syndrome, and then this dude that was like kind of perfectly healthy. The black woman, she basically had been like battling with like weight loss for like years, bro. Like she could lose like 100 pounds and then gain it right back. And like basically they looked at her shit literally and was like, oh, you have this specific bacteria that makes it harder for you to lose weight.
Man.
So she was missing that link.
Yeah,
so I'm like, bro, what
no
the fuck?
How
like,
hard she
how hard she worked. Like she just was gonna keep having the shit. So it's like that's the other thing. Like like we might be thinking that it's impossible to lose weight. Like nah, bro. Like you might be missing some specific bacteria or gut, and then some of the food that you're eating is causing you inflammation.
Right.
Like you got risen cortisol levels, basically. That like you look puffier than you supposed to. In general, for real. I seen this chick that like was able to get her shit under control. Her whole fucking face changed.
Man,
like
it's the first thing.
The first thing, bro.
First thing before anything else.
Man, so it's like that, and then the other one, what the hell? That just talks about. I ain't trying to push y'all to be a vegetarian because I'm not, but like that does talk about like red meat and chicken and like how all of these different like organizations like. Red meat and chicken are considered like a level 1 or level 2 carcinogen, which means that like cigarettes are a level 1 carcinogen, meaning that if you continually smoke cigarettes over decades, you will 100% get cancer at a later time in life.
And you saying beef
and chicken
are in the same?
Are in the same or one down, one below.
Crazy.
Yes, so it's like I know a lot, and pork. Yeah,
and shouldn't it have a warning label like cigarette?
It should have a warning label,
you know
bro. Like, but they talked about in that documentary how like the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, like basically like that was created like I can't remember what year specifically, but they're like, okay, we're gonna push these foods, and this is gonna be considered a healthy diet. Right. And then like you had like cheese lobbyists or whatever in there, right?
Even cereal,
literally, bro. Like yes, bro. Like how the fuck? Why? You don't have to have a brain to think. Why the fuck would it be healthy to eat sugar first thing in the morning?
For sure.
Especially, and you just talked about like shout out to the book, but you just talked about like how she said you can eat certain things that help with like diseases. Like I got ADHD. Like if I got a kid with ADHD, why the fuck would I give them a bowl of sugar first thing in the morning? No shade. Listen, no shade, because my stepson do have sugar in the morning. He's a good kid, but. It's like, yo,
he's a good kid.
But like, can we think about this shit a little bit? Can we have some critical thinking skills? Because like, damn, like, am I about to set Cuz up for failure? Like, I just gave him the dope, literally. Before he left home, and then now he go to school jumping off, and now he crazy, and then it's school to prison pipeline shit. Like, he's been a private. Hey, I ain't gonna kill you like that, but like
for real, man. And that's all from you started with your diet.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But it can definitely get deep, man. And, man. a lot of issues, bro. They just stem from the diet, behavioral issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously health issues, but like it's a lot more to it than. It seemed like I don't feed my son candy, right?
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And like, so one day, man, he goes with one of my family members, and he comes back, and he wired, bro. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm recording because I ain't never seen him act like this, spinning in circles. He running all over the house. So I hit him up like, hey, he have some cotton candy, bro.
Wow.
But bro. Like, I even sent them the video, and they even was like, bro. Sugar really is a drug. Like you could watch him like he's under the influence right now. You get what I'm saying? Bro. Like so, I'm glad I got to see it though, because he be pulling on me like, man, can I get a cookie or can I? So you know what I'm saying? But I got him to the point now, bro. He knows to say like, oh, no, that's not good for you.
Right.
He might see me pick up a pop.
And that's tough.
He see me get a pop today, like, no, that's not good for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he holding me accountable.
No, that's tough. That's hard,
I also
bro.
see that,
for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? He learning from it too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
definitely. So that's it's dope because you instilling like conscious habits into them. Like, and that's how it starts from home. You supposed to be leading them like that anyway. So it's like, man, like. Just how they can have bad habits, they can have good habits too.
Yeah,
instilled into them. So shout out to you for that, bro.
That made me think of how we talked about earlier, how it runs in our family, right?
Right.
How we just say like it's in our genes, right? And they did a study, I don't know how long ago, right? But they figured out that like genes change based off their environment.
Okay,
yeah.
For
so
sure.
just because me and my brother got the same genes,
right,
don't mean our health gonna be the same or how we turn out gonna be the same. Like if we in different environments, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that the high blood pressure running your family.
Right.
Y'all just in the same environment. Y'all eating the same things, experiencing the same stress. Like, you get what I'm saying?
For sure.
So if you can tweak that environment, you can stop it from running in your family. You know what I'm saying? And that's with anything, but especially diet. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Back to Luke. One last thing, man. I know you was talking about, what is the name of the book again?
The Food Mood Connection.
The Food Mood Connection. To tie that in specifically, there is something called Shout out Dr. Nicola Perry. She's a psychologist, I believe. But she has a book called How to Do the Work. I started reading it like on my therapy journey and everything like that. But I learned about something called the vagus nerve, or the polyvagal theory. About this is basically the nerve that like runs directly from your stomach to your brain. So like you said, the highway, you know, from the stomach to the brain and everything. Like, so when they be like, hey, I got a gut feeling, you know, that shit, that shit is some real shit for real. So definitely, you want to plug the book?
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's the Food Mood Connection by Uma Naidu. She's a psychiatrist, professional trained chef, and a nutrition specialist.
Got you.
And she basically just breaks down like what foods do to our mood, to our mental. She suggests foods that we should eat more of, and then the foods that we should stay away if we have like certain conditions such as depression, anxiety, trauma, you know what I'm saying, ADHD. And then in the back she includes some recipes based off the foods like she picked out. So it's a dope book.
Where'd you buy your copy?
Probably Amazon. Okay, yeah, I couldn't tell you for real.
Fuck Jeff Bezos, but I'm talking shit. But hey man, this has been episode 1 of the FTF podcast. JC, I appreciate you for coming on, bro. We'll see y'all next time.